Okay, so I had contacted SnapMaker in regards to the problems I was having with the touch screen, and they promptly went ahead and sent me a replacement, which just happened to come in the mail right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to take this out, and we'll go ahead and replace it and see if that solves the problem or not. As it was before, let's go ahead and power it back on so we can, just wait. Okay, and here's the replacement. Let's go ahead and remove the old one. Okay, now here's the moment of truth. Let's see what happens and see if that fixed the problem or not. I'm hoping that was it, since I was able to control it using the laptop. There it goes. Apparently that was indeed the problem. So let's go ahead and go through the setup here. Okay, so it's a little welcome screen, privacy policy, personal information collection. So they do collect your data apparently. They collect information about your device, your IP address, which could be used to locate where you are, the device working time, and your use preference. So they keep log files that they track, or log files on your system that apparently they take that off of your computer or off of your SnapMaker. Printer settings, use time, printing models, date time stamps. I don't know if you can hear that fan or not. Let me get the mic closer to it. It is actually pretty loud, especially when you don't have any other noises going on. Probably about 3 inches away from the info. I don't know if you can tell how loud it is or not. There's the mic. But it's pretty loud. It would get very distracting when you're moving really fast, I can see. Okay, well, you don't really have a choice but to agree to it if you want to use it, so they got you on that one. Okay, here they want you to go ahead and name it. Okay, now it wants Wi-Fi. Okay, Wi-Fi is now connected. Okay, Wi-Fi is now connected. Now it's going with the safety instructions, and it already detects that the laser is connected because it's giving me safety instructions for the laser itself. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so it wants me to measure the thickness of my material. I'm actually just going to use cardboard for right now. Just out of curiosity test, and I'm just going to stick it down using tape. Nothing special. I just want to see what it does, so I don't want to waste any of my material. But I do need to measure the thickness of it. 3.5. Okay, 3.5, save it. So it needs to know the table height. Came down pretty low. Alright, let's go ahead and measure the height of this table. Oops. seems to be. Got the 0.1 millimeters from here. All right, let's just see if this piece of paper will work. It's kind of thin. There we go. Got some resistance on it now. See, the sheet kind of folds up some. But it takes effort to push it up, so that should be good right there. Okay, so hit next. Okay, now once the safety goggles on, I've got mine on right now. Hit next. I think that looks good for the work origin, so let's set work origin. Okay. Let's run boundary. Just out of curiosity, let's see where it's going to go. Okay. Next, okay, now it's going to autofocus. It says the machine will engrave a few lines with slightly different Z offsets. It will recognize the optimal engraved line and save the focal length measured. Make sure you put on a pair of laser safety goggles before you tap start. And there it goes. Whew, you can definitely smell that cardboard burning. Now I do have the enclosure on it. It does have the vent duct, but it's not connected. And it's not connected yet because of the fact that this is my first startup and I have not upgraded the firmware to the SnapMaker yet. Once it's upgraded, then I can go ahead and connect the enclosure to it. Okay, it's processing. Now, it says it's complete. It wants to calibrate the camera next. So it says, whenever you reinstall the laser module, you need to run the camera calibration procedure to ensure that the camera functions properly. Next. Fix a piece of white and blank paper no less than 150 by 150 to the center of the work table using the provided fixtures. The machine will cut a square on the paper to calibrate the camera parameters. Alright, camera calibration is in progress. Let's see how long the camera calibration takes. So what I'm showing you right here is a black and white photo that I wanted to go ahead and try out the laser etching. So I took this photo and I laser etched this onto a piece of cardboard. And this is the result of it, and I'm quite surprised. It's got much better detail than, actually it's a way better detail than I was expecting to get out of laser etching, especially on a cardboard. So I'm quite impressed on how it looks, and quite frankly, I'm looking forward to trying to etch other photos and designs onto, whether it be wood or acrylic or whatever, especially if I get this kind of quality from it. Once the humidity finally went down, I went ahead and hooked up the 3D printer back to it. Went ahead and printed out some modifications to it. Got me a little dry box that's placed inside there, as you can see. But here it finally is now. Got my little camera in there. Got my little Raspberry Pi hooked up to it. It's called an EVA dry back there. That's basically a reusable desiccant. Once it absorbs too much humidity, I just pull it out of there and plug it into the wall, and it dries it back out. Usually overnight. Still need to do a little bit more. Pretty much all these modifications I've done to it were things that I found on Thingiverse. There's a few modifications that I want to try to do myself as well. But here it is now, finally. It was a long time coming trying to get this thing up and running. It had a couple of issues with it. A couple of parts that I had to have replaced. But now I think everything's going pretty good. Once I figure out the issues with the stringing of this particular filament that I'm using. Didn't have any issues with stringing with the SnapMaker filament, but this one's actually kind of bad. So once I figure that out, then I'll be good to go. So there's still a few more modifications that I want to make to this. I have a couple of ideas in my head that I'm going to need to design and print out and see how it goes. But this is my SnapMaker in its current form now.